Could we be seeing the return of the gangrene defense?
Stand up! New York Giant fan Dog, are you ready for game number 1?
Let's freaking go, baby! I'm ready! Let's do it! We look good out here! We look good today!
Daniel Jones is going to be better than Dak Prescott. When I said I wanted to punch him in the windpipe and watch him choke to death, I would like to punch him right in the freaking mouth!
Not many people talk about dolphin sex, so I am probably the best in the world at that. You know, I'm one of the better ones at that. That's probably my best talent, actually. And I am banned from SeaWorld. That is true, actually.
I would let a bald eagle piss in my mouth right now for a Eagles victory.
The Giants always stink. Yo, by the way, Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're hanging in there. So the Eagles were back at practice today in pads, getting ready for this Thursday versus Steelers preseason week 1. Cannot wait. I almost dropped my computer, but I cannot wait. I am ready to go. Are you ready to go? If not, why? Let's get it going. Put the helmet on. Let's run through a wall. You know what I'm saying? I cannot wait for football to start for the Eagles. Before I get started doing this video, I gotta say, for those that have the Newsbreak app, maybe you want the Newsbreak app, click the link in the description. Give your boy a follow. I love you if you do. And if you don't, I love you anyways. But it is what it is. Give your boy a follow. What the hell are you gonna? What else you got to do? You know what I mean? Look at this face. It's beautiful. I got the second best jawline behind Bad Dog out of all YouTube. That's the truth. Second best jawline. And guess what? I'm coming for Bad Dog. I'm coming for him. I'm working on his stuff right now. Won't be long. Won't be long. Well, it may take a while, but you'll see it when you see it. Anyways, let's talk about practice here because I'm getting distracted. The practice participation report is what they call it. I call it the injury report, but they call it the practice participation report. I think it sounds stupid. But here's what it is today for practice. Limited in practice. Ryan Kerrigan, Michael Walker. Day-to-day, Graylin Arnold, Jannard Avery, Sean Bradley with an illness, Brandon Brooks, Jason Kroom. Week to week, John Hightower, Isaac Seumalo, a future gold jacket man, Devontae Smith, Jacoby Stevens with a hamstring, and Davion Taylor with a calf. I just dropped my computer. Dingbat. But I should also say Alex Singleton came off the COVID list, so he is back at practice, and that's very, very good. So, as far as practice went today, okay, and I will say this. Me and Joey Shakes will be doing the Philly Shakedown podcast, episode 15, on his channel tonight, 6 o'clock. You're not going to want to miss it. Got a lot of stuff to talk about, so definitely check that out. I forgot almost to say that. I don't know why, but yeah, we're going to be rocking and rolling tonight. Now, as far as practice went, it was pretty much a tale of two sides of the ball, right? The offense struggled, and it struggled bad. It struggled. Some people were saying that this was not even just a bad practice or worst practice of the year. This was the worst practice they've seen in years from an Eagles offense. It was that bad. The offensive line couldn't block. Quarterbacks were not good. The wide receivers could not get separation. They were just shut down today. They were shut down, okay? Then when we talk about Jalen Hurts and struggling today, because he did struggle today. He's had a kind of up and down camp, let's be honest. The first few days last week of camp, he had a good day, then a better day, then a really good day, and it looked like every day he was getting better, and we were excited about it. But since then, he's kind of cooled off. It's kind of been up and down, up and down, up and down. Today, he struggled. He didn't get any help, though, okay? The offensive line was horrible. It was horrible. You had backup guards in there. Dillard was getting beat by Josh Sweat, who we're going to talk about in a second. okay? But the offensive line did not play well. I think Miles Sanders had another fumble today, which the coaches kind of got on his ass. But I will say, in Miles, at least Miles was on the jug machine working on catching the ball and those kind of things. Ball security for Miles Sanders is, to me, the biggest need of improvement for him, where he has to get better. There and the passing game, okay? But the offense struggled. There was a play where Fulgham ran a nice route wide open, dropped the ball, perfectly thrown to him. Then, there just wasn't much separation. Of course, you have no Devontae Smith, Hightower, but let's face it, the offense did not look good today. They did not look good. As far as the defense goes, whole nother story. Completely the opposite. Now, the question is the offense struggling really bad, or is that defense that good? Is that defense that good? I would love it to be that the defense is that good. We don't know yet. But it's clear one thing. The defense is ahead of the offense. It is ahead of the offense. And it starts, and their Eagles defense always will start with that defensive line. It's always, as long as I've been an Eagle fan, it's been predicated on that defensive line. And no different here. And what I'm hearing, what people are saying, what the talk is, the chatter out there, is Josh Sweat is ready for a breakout year. He is ready for a breakout year. Josh Sweat has been unstoppable today. He's had many days where he's been unstoppable. He looks really, really good and primed. I'm excited about Josh Sweat. I thought he was better than Derek Barnett last year, and today he went off in practice, but he's had a really good training camp. Maybe one of the better players out of all of training camp, okay? And here's the great thing about it, and this is the part that I get excited about. As good as they're saying Joshua has been, like, he has been really, really good, even better than Derek Barnett. But Derek Barnett has been really pretty decent in training camp. He's having a very good camp as well. He has been dominating at times. He has been getting in the backfield. He's having a really good camp too. So Josh Sweat is playing better than Derek Barnett, and Derek Barnett's playing pretty damn good. If the Eagles and this defensive line, okay, if the Eagles can get from Josh Sweat or Derek Barnett a legitimate pass rush to go opposite of what you're going to get from Brandon Graham and that interior line, you could have a top 10 defense. I mean it. I really think so. If those guys rise up and can be like a double-digit sack, double-digit sack. If you get like Sweat could get 10 sacks or Barnett could get 10 sacks, then the other guy could contribute 6-7 sacks. You got a hell of a line. You're going to have a hell of a defense, and that's just the way it is. You give Slay and Nelson a good pass rush where they don't have to protect super long. You're going to be in good shape. So those guys had a dominant practice, having a dominant camp. It's going to be interesting to see what they could do. But Josh Sweat, there's reason to be excited about him. Legitimate reason. Every day he shows up. Every day. And I can't wait to see it. And I'm glad to hear that Derek Barnett is looking good at camp. Hopefully that translates. Because if, like I said, you get good pass rush out of those two guys, it'll make everybody on that line better. And the Eagles will be pretty hard to stop defensively. You know what I mean? They will definitely. Eric Wilson, interception today. He has looked good. He has been kind of the leader of that linebacking core. I'm glad to see that he's doing so well. I think he was a guy that came over from Minnesota, a guy that was a cheap deal for the Eagles. I mean, he's a bargain pickup, okay? And I think he could have a huge year. And if he does, the Eagles got to find a way to keep him. You can't let him come for 1 year and then go. Can't have it. You cannot have it, okay? There's two other guys I want to talk about. One of them I'm going to be doing a video about later, so I'm going to hold that one off. But Huntley, we got to talk about Huntley, because these running backs, right? This running back, everybody assumes it's Miles Sanders, Jordan Howard, Kerryon Johnson, in no order, Boston Scott, or Professor Kenneth Gainwell. Everybody has been sleeping on Jason Huntley. Huntley is having a hell of a camp, okay? And the guy boasts 4.39 speed. And every practice there's a play, there's something he does where he just wows everybody. He is somebody who's having a very, very strong camp. And you got to keep an eye on him, especially going into this preseason game. Because I think, from what I'm hearing, he is playing so well, he is going to make it very, very hard for the Eagles to get rid of him. So this is a very good sign. This is what we like to hear. And keep your eye out on Huntley. Because to me, I don't know what they're going to do at running back. I mean, I think they're going to keep at least 5, right? You got extra spots now, so I think they're going to end up keeping 1 more wide receiver, 1 more running back. So, what are you going to have? Sanders, Kerryon Johnson, those are my top 2. Then you have Jordan Howard, Ball Scott, Gainwell, and Huntley. I think they'll probably keep 5, and somebody's going to go. It's going to be either Scott, Howard, or Huntley. It's going to be a very interesting battle. We shall see. With that said, I will be back later with another video. Don't forget, Philly Shakedown Podcast tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I might have said 6 Pacific earlier. I don't remember. But it's 9 p.m. Eastern Time. You don't want to miss it. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. So, I've been thinking a lot about how I'm going to go back at Bad Dog. Now, in reality, I don't even have to, because I have gone after him for so many years before he did anything that I could just let it go. I could just forget about it. But I can't do that. That's not me. I got to come back. And I've been thinking a lot about this. I've been thinking a lot about what I'm going to do. Because it would be easy just to, do the same thing he did to me. Like, imitate him and then put it out there. But I want to do something different. I want to do something maybe that I haven't done before. And not only that, but why take out one person when you can take out 2? I say, let's get him good, but let's take out 2 birds with 1 stone. Or 2 NFC East teams with 1 stone.